Hi everyone, and welcome, or welcome back if you're a returning visitor. I am the Strange Connector, your host on this channel. And today I really wanted to give you a bit of an update on what's been happening, because I kind of dropped off the face of the earth for several months. And that's because I felt kind of burned out after an incredibly busy year and a half. So I just wanted to let you know a little bit about what's been happening and about what I'm planning to do on this channel in the future. The good news is that I have been painting loads, though not so much in the past 3 months due to life stuff. So while we catch up a little bit, I'm going to be showing you some of the paintings that I've been creating these past few months. Just so you know, I have not been completely idle on the filming front either though, during all this time. I've actually got a massive backlog of footage that I shot since March last year, so quite a while ago. Never had a chance to edit any of it because I got so busy with coursework. And I still need to work my way through all of it. And now it's even harder to do because so much time has passed and I've kind of moved on. But since I've filmed it, I think I should edit it for you so you get to see it. I also think I need to figure out a better way of doing things if I want to keep a YouTube channel going. And I think I do want to keep a YouTube channel going, because I genuinely enjoy getting a bit nerdy about art materials, and I like the idea of sharing my progress and making friends with other arty folks here. However, I'm not trying to become a professional content creator. I have nothing against it at all as a career path for people. It's just that it's an entire job in itself, and right now that's not where I want to spend my time. I'm not interested in doing that. So once I get through the backlog, I really need to think about where I want to take this channel, because I don't want it to turn into a chore. And some of these videos, although I know it may not look that way, take me 3, sometimes even 4 weeks to record and edit, which makes no sense if it's meant to be just for fun, especially when that time takes me away from actually making art, and I already feel pressed for time as it is. There are definitely much more efficient ways to shoot and edit videos, but I just don't have the time to figure them out at the moment. I film on a Canon camera that belongs to my partner. I don't have a smartphone, and I edit everything manually in Final Cut Pro. I record all sounds separately and edit that in Logic Pro. I know people use programs that automate a lot of this kind of stuff, but I've been doing everything myself, and honestly that's probably a bit mad, but that's what I've been doing. I do so much manual editing, especially to clean up the audio, and most of it goes probably completely unnoticed. I and for more than what you hear in the final video, so I do a lot of editing of those sorts of things to make it a bit smoother for you to listen to. So yeah, this is why it takes me weeks, and the end result isn't even particularly fancy after all that effort. One thing I will change after I've posted all the videos in my backlog, which includes a giant art tour covering basically everything I bought over the course of a year. One thing I'll do is that I'll be doing fewer large hauls. I don't really need much more. My studio's pretty well stocked. And I've also gathered a lot of materials that I can use in workshop settings if I continue my studies and if I still think of changing career paths in the future. So from now on, I'll mostly be replenishing things as they run out and posting if I'm gifted something. So expect much smaller hauls. I love sharing the supplies that I enjoy and getting nerdy about them, but I don't want to become a haul channel. That was not why I started my YouTube. I know it's what a lot of people enjoy watching, but it's not what I want to spend ages editing when it takes away from my art making, and because I'm not interested in becoming a professional YouTube channel. So if I talk about art supplies, it'll be more about showing what I do with them, or my favorites, how I organize things, and I will be showing any interesting or underrated brands that I come across. So if I travel anywhere and find a cool local or artisanal brand, I'll show that to you. And on that note, I've got a couple of videos coming up with some handmade art materials that I picked up in Italy and France. I really like the idea of showcasing small or local makers like I did with Vice Versa. So if you're interested in that, you can look up those videos that I made about Vice Versa paper. It feels like time well spent because I get to share something I think is genuinely exciting that not many people know about and that you might enjoy as well. And I thought I should let you know in case I do this. I don't know if I'm going to do it yet or not, but I might post videos out of order. So I might post some newer, more current stuff followed by older stuff, because the current stuff is more fun for me because it's what's happening right now. And hopefully it won't be too confusing if, say, a supply shows up in a video before you see it appear in a haul 2 months later. And obligatory disclaimer in every single one of my videos so far. As always, keep in mind that although I did train as an artist and I have both a degree and a master's in art, my degrees were in sound art, not visual art. So when it comes to painting and drawing, I'm speaking as an enthusiastic, self-motivated amateur, very much not a professional. So please take everything I say with a pinch of salt. I'm not an authority. Most people on YouTube aren't, to be frank, actually. I would love to become more skilled eventually, and I'm working on that. So this channel is also a bit of a record of that journey. Oh, on that note, I've also recently started an Instagram page as The Strange Connector. I will pop a link to my Instagram profile right now on screen if you're interested in following me. And I've been posting on there much more regularly than I have on here because it's much less pressure and it allows me to keep on painting. I also do have another older Instagram page that I use for all my other art and music, but I like to keep the two separate because one of the reasons I created The Strange Connector is so that I can be a bit freer to experiment and do whatever I feel like doing without feeling like I have to be professional about it. And I don't know, maybe it's just me and I'm being silly, but once you've been trained academically as an artist, and I know my training was not in visual arts, in painting, in drawing and all of that, but I was trained as an artist. And once you've been trained professionally as a contemporary artist, it can feel so stifling. If I wanted to post, I don't know, some fan art that I've done in watercolour on my other artist page, I don't feel like I could do it because that would be seen as unprofessional and as diluting whatever my art is about, is perceived to be about, would make me look less serious. And I think it's a shame, it's a real shame. And it's really silly because it's not like I'm a particularly successful artist in my other art either. So does it really matter in the end? I don't know. But psychologically, it helps me, it makes me feel freer and less constrained. So yeah, so I'll just keep doing it this way. And also using aliases for different projects has always helped me. I've been doing that a lot with my music. So I've got different project names and they're linked to me as a person. However, I like, even as a musician, I like to have different project names, different aliases, because it helps me compartmentalize and allows me to feel freer to experiment. So it's something that I've been doing for years and years and years. Hence The Strange Connector. Let's have fun or try to have fun. Yeah, I think that's it from me for now. Hopefully I will finish editing my videos from a million months ago and you will see them soon on here. And thank you for listening. See you soon. Bye bye.